Hey y'all, good evening. I'm just sitting up here, well, watching
Can release compounds
Wisdom
linked to
Channel.
cancer, dementia, and serious digestive damage. In this
So
video,
y'all listen to this.
do you refrigerate all your food because you think it keeps everything safe and fresh? You might be shocked to learn that certain foods actually become toxic when stored in the refrigerator. Urologists, nutritionists, and neurologists alike warn that a few everyday foods, when chilled, can release compounds linked to cancer, dementia, and serious digestive damage. In this video, we're uncovering 5 common foods that should never be kept in your refrigerator. And you'll understand exactly why. These are foods most people store the wrong way without realizing the hidden danger. When you refrigerate them, their chemical structure changes, producing harmful toxins or triggering processes that destroy vital nutrients your brain and body depend on. Stay tuned until the end, because the final food on this list is something almost every household refrigerates, and yet it has been scientifically connected to brain inflammation and memory loss over time. By understanding how to store your food safely, you'll not only protect your health, but also preserve the nutrients that keep your body strong, your mind sharp, and your energy high. Now let's begin. Number 1, potatoes. Most people store potatoes in the refrigerator, thinking it keeps them fresh for longer. But according to food safety specialists and nutrition experts, cold temperatures can trigger a dangerous chemical reaction inside the potato that turns its natural starch into sugar. When these sugars are later exposed to high heat during cooking, whether frying, baking, or roasting, they combine with amino acids to form acrylamide, a compound linked to cancer and nerve damage. Acrylamide doesn't come with a smell or taste warning. You can't detect it, yet it quietly builds up in your system over time. Researchers have found that frequent exposure, especially among older adults, increases the risk of cognitive decline and may even contribute to dementia by damaging nerve cells in the brain. That means something as simple as storing potatoes the wrong way could slowly harm your body in ways you don't notice until years later. Potatoes prefer a cool, dark, and dry place, not a cold one. The ideal storage spot is a pantry, basement shelf, or a paper bag in a cabinet away from sunlight. The temperature should be moderate, not freezing. When potatoes are stored correctly, they stay firm and nutrient rich, without developing the harmful sugars that cause problems later. Another issue with refrigerated potatoes is the way they affect digestion. When the starch changes to sugar, it alters how your body breaks it down, leading to spikes in blood sugar levels, something especially dangerous for people managing diabetes or insulin resistance. By keeping them out of the fridge, you protect not only your brain, but also your blood health and energy balance. If your potatoes have already sprouted or developed green patches, that's another red flag. These indicate the presence of solanine, a toxic compound that can cause nausea and, in severe cases, neurological symptoms. The fridge accelerates this process by stressing the potato. So always check your potatoes regularly, remove any that are soft or green, and buy them in smaller quantities to ensure freshness. A simple shift, storing your potatoes in a dark cabinet instead of the refrigerator, can drastically reduce your exposure to carcinogens and help your body function more smoothly. Think of it as a quiet act of self-care, something so small yet powerful, in keeping you healthier and more vibrant with each meal. Number 2, onions. Many people toss onions straight into the refrigerator, believing the cold will make them last longer. But storing onions this way can actually make them toxic over time. Onions naturally absorb moisture and bacteria from the air, and when they sit in the refrigerator's damp environment, they begin to break down faster. This process creates sulfur compounds that not only alter their flavor, but can irritate your stomach, and according to recent studies, contribute to chronic inflammation in the body, one of the root causes of many diseases, including cancer and dementia. When an onion absorbs excess moisture, its texture becomes soft and watery. As the layers begin to decay, it produces mold spores and harmful microorganisms that can easily go unnoticed. These compounds don't just spoil the onion, they release gases that can contaminate other nearby foods. That's why a single onion, stored improperly, can affect everything else in your refrigerator. Cold temperatures also destroy the natural antioxidants found in onions, especially quercetin, which helps protect the brain from oxidative stress and supports memory. When refrigerated, the onion cell walls break down, causing the nutrients to oxidize and lose their potency. In short, Refrigeration not only ruins the taste and freshness of your onions, but also strips them of the very compounds that help fight disease and aging. The best way to store onions is in a cool, dry place with good air circulation. A mesh bag, a paper sack, or even a woven basket allows them to breathe and stay fresh for weeks. Keep them away from direct sunlight and from potatoes because the gases potatoes emit accelerate onion spoilage. If you've already cut an onion and want to save the rest, wrap it tightly in a dry paper towel, place it in a sealed container, and store it in the refrigerator for only a day or two. Anything longer, and you're risking bacterial growth. It's worth noting that onions that have been refrigerated for too long tend to give off a strong odor even before they spoil. That smell is a warning. It's a sign that the onion's chemical balance is changing and that it's no longer safe or nutritious. Your brain and your body rely on antioxidants to fight inflammation and degeneration. Keeping onions fresh and chemical-free is a simple but powerful way to protect your health. Remember, fresh onions don't just make your meals taste better. They keep your mind sharper and your immune system stronger. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below.
This right here, boy.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now then, let's move forward. Number 3, tomatoes. Tomatoes are another food that should never be stored in the refrigerator, yet nearly every household makes this mistake. The moment a tomato is chilled, the enzymes that give it flavor and aroma start to break down. What's worse, cold temperatures destroy the antioxidants that protect your body from inflammation and disease. Among those antioxidants is lycopene, one of the most powerful compounds known to reduce the risk of heart disease, cancer, and even age-related brain decline. When a tomato structure is damaged by the cold, it releases water and loses its firmness. The cell membranes rupture, causing the flesh to turn mealy and dull. You may notice that refrigerated tomatoes taste bland or sour. That's not just poor flavor, it's chemical degradation. According to studies in food science, storing tomatoes below 50 degrees for more than 2 days can cut their antioxidant levels in half. For seniors, this means you're missing out on vital nutrients that help maintain cognitive function and defend your body from oxidative stress, which is directly linked to dementia and cancer. Another risk comes from bacteria. Refrigerators are often filled with condensation and micromoisture, especially near produce drawers. When tomatoes absorb that moisture through their delicate skin, it becomes a breeding ground for bacteria such as Listeria, which can cause serious infections in older adults with weaker immune systems. You might not smell or see the contamination, but even a small amount of bacteria can harm the body over time. Tomatoes thrive in moderate temperatures. Store them at room temperature, stem side up, on a counter, or in a paper bag away from direct sunlight. If they begin to ripen too quickly, keep them in a cool, not cold place. This allows them to stay flavorful while retaining their nutrients. Once a tomato is cut, you can store it briefly in a sealed glass container for a day, but it should be consumed as soon as possible. Tomatoes are one of nature's best gifts for heart and brain health, yet refrigeration destroys their natural healing power. The flavor that disappears isn't just taste, it's the loss of natural compounds that protect your memory, skin, and immune system. Every time you let a tomato ripen naturally on your counter, you're giving your body the full benefit of its vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, just as nature intended. When food scientists talk about living foods, they mean foods that continue to breathe, ripen, and nourish. Tomatoes are exactly that. Keeping them out of the refrigerator not only preserves their taste, but also preserves your health and longevity.
That's what we need.
What's Portuguese for I love you?
Amo. Another set. No, actually, 2003. Amo te.
Thanks, Gemini.
See?
That messed up my video, huh?